Okay, this is the 2500-2. We recovered the rinse water in the CU600 tank. If we had an unsuccessful cleaning where you had grits in the CIP filter, what we need to do is do a CIP flush. I'm sorry, let's go to the, select the CIP, nope, 600, CU600 rinse.
600, but
Yes.
green.
That's good. That's so that green.
It is set for 2 minutes, and it's going to run for 1500 RPMs. So go ahead and start that. Okay, so when you rinse the 600, you want 200 minutes. It is currently running right now. What's going to happen is, because we started with a tank that was 88%, the first thing it has to do is drain that tank. I'm going to turn this off so you can see what's going on. But this pump may fault out numerous times, because what happens is this pump is waiting for this tank to empty out. Because it's going to take so long for that to empty out, this may fault out because the pump thinks it took too long.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, if it faults out a couple times, we're just going to clear the fault. We'll reset it up top here.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to restart it. What we want to happen is, we want 2 minutes. So we want this to run 2 minutes of flushing when the tank is empty. So we're going to have to restart this for sure. So right now we're waiting for it to go down to 23%. Once it gets to 0, then we'll watch it. Done. Okay, so right now we have a fault. We're not at 0, we're at 17%. That tank pump faulted. So go ahead, reset that alarm. Hit the reset to the right, there you go. All right, now restart the rinse. So go there. Very good.
Okay.
Now we're down to 17%. It might go through now and get to 0. Okay, now that we're down at 8%, you can see the spray ball turn on inside the tank. It's now rinsing, but we're at 1 more minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for this to finish, and then we're gonna restart it again with an empty tank, and then it'll be a much more efficient rinse. After that, we're going to do a CIP flush for the CIP filter, and it'll wash out that entire housing of all the grit. Okay, we've already rinsed out the CU600. The next step is to rinse out the CIP filter housing. So click on CIP flush. Hold on 1 second. So what we've done is we have already removed the filter housing out of the filter element out of the filter housing. And now we're going to do is flush that entire system. So go ahead and hit start. And if you notice, it is now putting water through that whole housing, and it is now rinsing out and going right to drain. So it's putting water in, it goes right to drain, and it's now flushing out. So if there was any grit in there, it's going to blow it out of that system. So now once you clean the element, the filter screen that you took out, when you clean it in a sink and put it back in, you know everything is clean. So the CU600 should be clean, the filter housing should be clean, and the element will be clean. And then you can resume with CIP.